everyone, so we're here with Arlo and we're doing the initial stages of muzzle conditioning with him. So what we have is just our open muzzle, and Chelsea is putting food at the end of it and getting him to put his face in. Once he does put his face into the muzzle, she's marking it with verbally saying yes, and then either letting him eat through the muzzle, or if he's unable to get it, she'll feed him once he pulls his face out. So the main goals right now is to get the dog comfortable putting their face into the muzzle. We don't want to be putting the muzzle onto the dog's face. We want them to put their face into it. So she's just holding it still right there by her side, using the food, and you see he's putting his face in there willingly. So this is the first stage of it. If you want, you can start adding in a command once your dog's reliably putting their face in. You can use muzzle or something like that to indicate to them that you want to put their face in, and then again marking and rewarding when they do. From here, the next stage will be to start to build duration, where they're holding their face in it a little bit longer, and then we'll work on starting to latch the straps on it as well. But you want to make sure that our dog is really comfortable with this initial step, that they're willingly putting their face in multiple times. They're getting comfortable with how that feels before we start to move on. The best thing to do with muzzle conditioning is to take it slow. If you start to rush too much, we can start to create some negative association with the muzzle, which is the opposite of what we want to do.
Good boy.
Hi everyone, we're here with the second stage of muzzle conditioning. So we have Storm here, who's been doing some muzzle conditioning. We're at the stage where once she puts her face in, we're rewarding for that, and then we're practicing clipping it on. So we're just gonna clip it, and then once she clipped it, Chelsea said yes to mark that food was coming, that a reward was coming, and then she fed Storm through the muzzle. We're just doing short durations right now, where we put it on, clip it, reward, wait a second or two, and then take it back off. For some dogs, this is going to be a hard step. Feeling that it's strapped around their neck can be very uncomfortable. So if you need more time in this step, spend more time, do more sessions and repetitions. With Storm's muzzle too, she has the front of it cut out. This is just so that we can easily give rewards. With the style of basket muzzle that she has, it's very closed on the front, which makes it hard. So she has two different muzzles, one for training purpose and one that's actually closed that we use if we need it. Hi everyone, we are back with the third stage of muzzle conditioning. So we've practiced just having our dog put their face in the muzzle, we've practiced latching it, and now we're going to start to build duration where the dog has it on. So we started the same way, had Storm put her face in the muzzle, clipped it, rewarded her, and now we're starting to just have her move around and get comfortable in it. So oftentimes we find that if you put your dog on leash and just do some walks, that's a great way to kind of keep their attention off of the fact that there's something on their face. And on something else. So we're also still rewarding as well. We want to make this a really positive experience. Again, we don't want them to dread having the muzzle on or anything like that. So you can see Storm doesn't even care that it's on. She's just looking up for treats, which is exactly what we want. And again, you'll want to gradually build up time. So at first you're doing, 30 seconds, working up to a minute, and then you can work up to longer durations. Once you're able to build up that duration of having your dog wearing the muzzle and they're not trying to get it off and they are comfortable, then you have successfully conditioned your dog to wearing the muzzle, and you can then proceed with socializing or sport work or whatever you needed your dog conditioned to the muzzle for.